bought the house, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 5, 4, 3. It was considered a 4-bedroom.
Oh, okay.
3 bedrooms upstairs and 1 downstairs, but we had, we just put a den, a pool room, so it's big. It's a big house. And we knocked out the walls and made a big master bedroom.
Oh, okay.
At the length of the house. Yeah. So really, it's I have to say how many bedrooms can go in there. 3 in the top, 3. You could make it a 6-bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of potential with the house. It's not like these new houses where they put in 1 vibe and plastic pipe and type stuff. So
yeah, that's good.
That's how I explain it. That when people ask how big is the house, and it's got a big backyard.
Oh, awesome.
So you can, like you say, you can go in and look at the specs. I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah, no worries. Just an estimate's fine for now. Now, how long have you had the property?
40 years.
You said 4 years?
No.
40?
Let's see. My daughter was 7 when we moved in, and she's 42 now. So that's something like 35, 36 years.
Oh, okay. Wow. So quite a while then.
Oh yeah, we love the house.
Yeah, that's
It's a
great
nice,
area.
livable house.
Yeah, it looks great in the pictures. Yeah. So awesome. All right. So you had quite a while. And have you lived there the whole time, or are you still there now?
Well, actually, we're in Georgia now.
Oh, wow.
And we just it's sitting here waiting on the right buyer.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense to me. All right, perfect. And now, have you guys rented it out ever, or no?
No.
No. Okay.
And I wouldn't rent it out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I let it sit there forever if I have to, but I wouldn't rent it out.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, awesome. And so, what made you decide to sell?
Well, I'm starting a business in Georgia, and so we decided that we were going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here now, and I actually just got a gym. I train ball players.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and that's why I'm returning and expanding my business, and that's in Seattle.
Oh, okay, that's super cool. Awesome. So, as far as the timeline, if we're able to come to an agreement, how soon would you be able to sell?
Tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. So, did you? What kind?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In this small, the reason I say that is, it came off the market.
Mm-hmm.
But, from the first and all of this crazy, economy stuff. So when it came off the market, we're in between real estate agents.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we have somebody that is going to kind of come on, but if we sell the house before we sign,
Mm-hmm.
or if we have somebody make an offer, then we'll make, we're entertaining that.
Perfect.
I have yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, awesome. And so, what kind of price are you looking for in the property?
We started at. Here's what we started. We started at 875, but we're entertaining offers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Start at 875. Awesome. Now, so how did you come up with that price?
Just looking at how the houses were when the market was booming.
Right.
It would have went. It would have went in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. And it's a solid house. We've had we've done work on it, and with a large backyard, and the house is so livable.
Yeah.
And has so many potentials that we figured somewhere in that range then. We just don't know what the market would bear now.
Right. Now that makes sense. All right, awesome. Yeah, so next step for me, I'm just going to ask you a couple of quick questions about the condition of the property. Then I'll get everything over to my team, and they'll let me know, what it qualifies for as far as an offer. So as far as the condition of the property, I know you said you've done some repairs and updates. Is there anything that still needs to be fixed or updated?
No, just cosmetic stuff. We have that. The outside we recently painted it. The inside has been recently painted. I redid the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
They may want to just change the tub out, but that's put the shower tub in. We took the door down, but we had that little tile because we had the house kind of remodeled. I don't know, 10 years ago or something. And I was always tinkering around.
Yeah.
So we got the kitchen's fine. It's just it's a good. And we were going to redo the carpets, but we were told, why do that when somebody's gonna come in and rip it up anyway?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so so it needs carpet, sounds like. So all right, awesome. And then, so I know you said you updated some stuff. So when was the kitchen and bathrooms last updated again?
I'm gonna say the bathroom 3 years ago.
3 years.
And the kitchen maybe 5.
Okay. 5 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. And then as far as like the major stuff, like the roof, the foundation, electrical, plumbing, or HVAC, does anything need to be addressed with any of those?
Well, it's gas heat.
Gas
and
heat.
When you say you say HVAC.
Yep. Yeah, so just gas heat.
Yeah.
Okay,
What do you mean HVAC?
So I'm sorry, I forgot your so this is going to Seattle. Yeah, so in Texas we have a lot of like HVAC units. So just it's one thing that does both heat and air.
No. We don't have HVAC. So this is Seattle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
We never needed. Air conditioning was never really needed.
Right. Yeah.
A little Ford conditioner was more than enough.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Weather. Perfect. But all the other stuff's good, like the roof, the foundation.
Yeah, the roof is fine. No. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
How old is the roof, you think?
I don't know. It could be. It's more than 10 years.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
It's probably not too much more than 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So so it sounds like it's in pretty great shape then. And you said so you tried to list it. When did you have it listed?
Yeah. I think September.
September. Okay.
I think September. Right before they started talking about the interest rates.
Right.
Yeah, just before, or we may hit that at the same time. But we were gonna leave. When we left, we already decided to leave, but we just said we'll let it sit there.
Right.
We were just no big rush at the time to sell it. So yeah.
That makes sense. So, and then as far as like the payoff amount, is there still a mortgage, or is there any liens or anything else due on the property?
No, I have. If it's a lien on the property, I wouldn't know about it.
Okay, so no liens.
And let's see. And what do you do with the other question?
So is there still like a mortgage or any loans on the property?
I think it's $140.
$140,000. Like, oh, okay. All right. So
yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, definitely sounds like a property we'd be interested in. So based on everything you told me, it's definitely one we would want to put an offer on. So like I said, I'll send everything into my team. But to tell you more about what we do, so we purchase properties for cash. We pay all the closing costs. There's no real estate commissions or any hidden fees or anything like that. And the best part is we buy them completely as is. So you don't have to worry about fixing anything or putting any money into it. And then we can close on whatever time frame works best for you. So for an offer like that, what would be the best price you could do with the property in its current condition?
I had said that. Here's two things I said. I said 875 plus what like if you said a roof needs fixing, right?
Yeah.
And either taking that off or refixing the roof and putting it in that kind of state. You know do that make sense?
Yeah.
And I would think that to make it brand new, if we can come up with what that looks like, and one of the agents said about maybe $50,000 to $70,000. So
50 to 70.
then
I
we
think.
looking up closer to maybe 8.2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause and that's kind of what resonates with me.
Yeah.
But like you say, that's me, a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and not a basketball player, but a basketball trainer trying to figure out what the market is on the houses.
Right.
I do know that the houses that they showed around us was I think in the maybe 70s and 80s, but those houses, they got good photographers. So
yeah.
I know some of those houses that they were built cracker boxy.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas, my dad was a contractor. I was an electrician when I was younger in Alabama, and I know about the 2x6s and the 2x4s, and this house stands on strong in a strong foundation. And with the yard, and we only 2 minutes for the freeway going north and south. Also, they have rezoned the area now about 3 blocks away. Wait a minute, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 blocks away, close to the rail system. So, it's to me, it's the best spot to get a house. And now in Seattle, the remodels they've done the central area, they've done like South Seattle. Now they are spending a lot of time in the area that we live in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and again, really, the reason I'm asking is so for a cash offer, like I said, we can close quickly in a week or two, and you wouldn't have to worry about it sitting on the market or anything like that, or what the market's doing. So, is there like a number, just a cash offer all in? That's what you walk away with that you'd be happy with?
Well, like you say, I would be interested in seeing what you would come up with.
Fair enough.
Because according to me, I think it's because I live there.
Yeah.
And I know how comfortable and quiet and I say 8.75, but
yeah.
So but we did say we're going to entertain any offer.
Okay, fair enough.
And within reason.
Yeah, of course. All right, awesome. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll send everything over to my team, and keep in mind there'll be no fees or anything like that. So whatever offer we give you is, what you're gonna get again. So I'll send that over to them. Now I'm not seeing any pictures online at the moment. Do you happen to have any recent pictures I could share with the team?
You know what? I do have pictures now that I think about it.
Okay, perfect.
But I would have to send them. I would have to send them on my cell phone.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll,
There was some people, let me see this, cause the agency that we were working with,
mm-hmm.
took pictures.
Okay.
And I don't know, is it, I don't know if it's okay for me to send you pictures from another agency.
Yeah, either way, if you just have some on your cell phone or anything like that, just so I can kind of get an idea of it, or if there's any other pictures that you do have, just so I can send that to the team so they can come up with the highest offer we can do.
Okay.
But this is my cell phone, so yeah, if you can just text it over to me if you find any.
Okay, this is your cell phone here?
It is, yep.
Okay, all right, well, I'll do that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome, James. Well, I'll get to work on that. I'll keep an eye out for the pictures. And is there normally a time of day that works best to give you a call back with the offer?
Well, it's 10:28 here now, so I'm
Oh, right, you're in Georgia.
here.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So okay.
So,
All right,
perfect.
thank you, sir.
All right, I'll talk to you in a day or so then.
All right.
All right, bye.